The National Vendors Union Zimbabwe, NAVUZ, would like to condemn the brutalization, arrests, and subsequent detention of 16 defenseless vendors yesterday, the 15th of July 2015. What is more worrying about this development is that the police went on to assault and arrest the leaders of the union who, on learning that the vendors were being assaulted at townhouse, rushed there to try and calm the situation. As they tried to peacefully negotiate with council officials, they were promptly arrested and detained. The arrested leaders from the National Vendors Union of Zimbabwe at the moment are the chairperson, Mr. Sten Zorwadza, the National Director, Mr. Samuel Wadzai, and the Office Administrator, Ms. Lucy Makunde. The group is still in detention at Harare Central Police Station. 5 of the group sustained serious injuries during the melee, and efforts to accord them medical attention have been frustrated by the ZRP. What is shocking about this well-choreographed violent campaign on the vendors, which began with the demolition of vending structures at Cleveland House, Arizende Packet and Copacabana, followed by the petrol bombing of vendors' wares along Speaker Avenue, and eventually the wholesale arrests of vendors and confiscation of their wares on a daily basis, is that it is coming at a time when NAVUZ is calling for dialogue to find a long-lasting solution to the problem affecting the vending enterprise. What is also shocking is the fact that the vendors we have come under siege are not all of them the so-called illegal vendors, but are registered and are in possession of the requisite registration papers, but have not been allocated any space in the created designated vending sites. This violent eviction of vendors from the streets is just the most recent of the many vicious, irrational, barbaric acts perpetrated by the municipal officers acting in conjunction with the ZRP against innocent Zimbabweans desperately trying to eke a livelihood out of the current economic status.
This is a reflection of a deep-seated problem in the country that needs serious reflection by the government of the day. The government of the day has failed on its electoral promises to provide the 2 million jobs that they promised. They have failed on their constitutional obligations to create a conducive economic environment for people to fend for their families and for their children. And yet, the government responds by arresting the very people who are trying to make a living out of what is there. We want to state that this is just but the beginning of a process of ensuring that this government is brought to a negotiating table to dialogue with the vendors, to dialogue with the informal sector. The use of force is not going to solve the problem. It is in our view quite worrying that government continues to view itself as an enforcer rather than an enabler. We want to reiterate that government must see itself as a mediator, as an enabler, to ensure that the issues which the vendors and other informal traders have been talking about are addressed in an amicable manner. In so doing, we insist that the government must take a human rights-based approach, must exercise self-restraint, and come up with a democratic platform where the issues and the challenges of the vendors can be amicably resolved.
CRA is outraged at the heavy-handedness of the Harare Municipal Police, who have taken the law into their own hands and wantonly beat and harass defenseless vendors. At least 6 of the union members were beaten and sustained injuries. The leaders and their members were arrested at town halls when they sought answers about the fate of their ways, and their ways that are continually being confiscated and destroyed by municipal police. Some actually are being taken for personal use. The association is concerned that the city authorities have allowed the municipal police to act outside their mandate by using brute force, and have thus abandoned the mechanisms for peaceful dialogue. CRA also condemns government's response to the issue of vending and the informal economy. Latest statistics indicate that over 94% of Zimbabwe's economy has been informalized, and an estimated 100,000 people are involved in the informal trade in the city of Harare. Considering that unemployment is already topping over 85%, we expected the government and the city of Harare to embrace the positive role that vending and the informal economy can play. In light of the above, CRA demands the immediate release of the chairperson of NAVUZ, Mr. Sten Zorwadza, and the director of NAVUZ, together with the 14 other vendors that I have mentioned that are part of NAVUZ, were arrested yesterday. Two, we call upon the mayor of Harare, Councillor Ben Manyenyen, to cause an investigation into cases of abuse of authority by municipal police, which fly in the face of fundamental freedoms guaranteed in the new constitution. Three, we strongly believe that dialogue is the answer to these challenges and urge the government of Zimbabwe and the city of Harare to halt the forced evictions of vendors, confiscation and destroying of their property, and develop a tripartite negotiating forum, including the government, business community, and vendor representative, to chart a lasting solution.